Morning. I, Shranshi Rai, being the host of your today's event, wants to extend a warm greeting and good afternoon to all of you present here. I hope you all are doing amazing. On behalf of the whole SEMS family, I welcome you all for today's international webinar on the topic corporate work life and add to our guest of honor and today's speaker, Mr. Nirupam Pathak. This is a great honor to have you with us. We are grateful for your presence. Also, I see a number of people joining us. So let me, before we start the sessions, give a brief introduction about our organization. SEMS Welfare Foundation is a non-profit entity established to work in the areas of education, social welfare, women empowerment, skill development and entrepreneurship, livelihood generation and employability, health, research, culture, international cooperation, sports, environment protection, any other similar sector. We promote healthy lives, a balanced and active community, and strong business. Now, let me introduce our today's speaker to all of you. Mr. Nirupam Pathak holds 5+ years of experience in business development, team management, and business strategies. It is an honor to have you with us, sir. So before we start with today's event, there are some rules that I would like to tell our participants. As sir requested, you are all allowed to keep your mics unmute and also open their cameras for an interactive session. Lastly, a feedback form will be shared in the chat box. Now, over to you, sir.
All right. Thank you so much, Shreyanshi, for such a warm welcome for myself. So we will start now as soon as I can see a few of the cameras or turn off. So if we can do that, it will be a good interaction between us. Guys.
Everyone, please turn on their cameras as sir requested.
All right. For those who are having problem turning on the camera, I just want you to be available. You can, just unmute yourself and we can have a good interactive session today. Great. So I'll start with a quote that says, "You don't have to be great to start. You have to start to be great." So this is for each and every one of us when we switch from our student journey to a professional life. The start is always more important to be a great person later on in our life. So today we are discussing on the topic of B2C, that is business to customer, where we are directly meeting the client and making a sale to them, selling our product. And second, we will be also discussing regarding good work-life balance. Okay, so these are some important prospects what I feel for any one of you. So I just want to know the crowd, like exactly is this the students of final year or some working professionals? Can any one of you unmute and tell me something about yourself? Starting with the Shebulu Manasa. Yeah. I believe there is some network problem with Miss Shebulu. Okay. So Shreyanshi, could you help me with the people that we are having here?
Yeah, due to some technical issues, maybe.
No problem. You can continue.
Yeah, currently I just completed my PG and I'm working for Article Works.
Sounds good. Okay. Great. How about you, Muskan? Anshu, Ankita, Paras?
Good morning, sir. My name is Ankita, and right now I am doing MBA from Lovely Professional University. My specialization is digital marketing.
Digital marketing.
Yes.
That's great. Like, all of you can unmute yourself. I want to have an interactive session, interactive communication between all of us. Muskan, Payal, Siddharth, Abhishek Singh, Mansi. Okay.
Everyone, please follow the instructions. You can turn on your mics.
All right. So, yeah, I'm just trying to make it more interactive. Okay. So, guys, you can unmute yourself. And whatever you want to say in between, you want to ask me, we can do that, so that it will be a good interaction between us. So, yes, hi, Mandeep. How are you?
Good, sir.
Can you tell me which background you're coming from?
Background, sir. My family from army, sir.
Okay, okay. Now, are you pursuing your MBA or something like that?
Yes, sir. I'm from lovely professional university, sir.
Okay, okay,
With
great.
the specialization is product management and marketing, sir.
That's great. This session might be helpful for you. Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay. So, let me just summarize the agenda of this wonderful meeting that has been organized by this wonderful organization, SEMS Welfare Foundation. So I would like to thank Shreyanshi to connect me over the LinkedIn, first of all, and then, we had planned this meeting. So, yeah. So now we will be discussing regarding, as I said before, B2C, that will be helping Mandeep for sure in his coming professional life, and all of you.
Yes, sir.
But sales is everywhere. It's just not, while we are selling someone. And secondary, work-life balance. This will be again helpful for all the professionals who will be working throughout their career. So key important things that you can consider. You can write it down. It will be always helpful for you. So according to me, I have learned this thing from someone, and someone in the leadership whom I met before. So you need to follow three things if you want to achieve something unique in your life. So first one is get out of comfort zone. Okay, this is for all of us. If we are also a VP of a company, then also it is very much required. Like, we need to get out of the comfort zone. Secondary, willingness to learn. That means you must have that thought in your mind that you are always willing to learn. Okay. And third is do whatever it takes to achieve your goal. So that means, if you have to do something that is not there in your schedule, for example, if you're having a 8 hour sleep and you want to achieve something, for that you need to bring your sleep from 8 hours to 6 hours. So you can do that. And any which ways, if we are following these three things, if we are getting out of our comfort zone, if we are doing whatever it takes, and if we are having that positive attitude of willingness to learn, okay, then we will always be successful in our life, at least in our professional career. This is what I can tell you. Now I'll tell you about my background. Shreyanshi has already introduced me. So I'm carrying an experience of 5 years in sales. So how I started, what is my qualification, and then what I am doing now. So, guys, I've always been a CBSE student. I belong from a central background, central government background. So my father used to get transferred here and there. And all the time I have been, traveling in Uttarakhand, some parts of UP, Delhi also I have been there. So that's how I am inclined towards traveling a lot, meeting new people, uh, knowing about new traditions and their culture. It gives me a lot of confidence when I know another side of the culture that I'm not aware of. So from there, I like traveling, started traveling. I have been approx in all the parts of the country. So yeah, talking about my qualification, I started my Bachelor's of Technology in Civil Engineering branch way before in 2017. And I completed it in 2017, started in 2013 and completed in 2017. So ultimately, a civil engineer is always on the field, but constructing side, but I chose the different segment. So I joined as a sales associate for an international company in 2017 when I was selling to this international clients. Okay. We have a message. All right. Dr. Sanjay Kumar Sadana. We welcome you here, Dr. Sanjay. Okay. So you will be really surprised to know what I was selling at that time. It was all technical sales. So just to add up in your knowledge that people in US, they are not very much technical. Okay. Just like our elder generation, they are not very much aware about computers, about the CPU, the printer and all that stuff. And they have a lot of hesitation in their mind when it comes to internet. What I mean by this, if you will be telling them that, sir, your email ID is hacked, people in US, they will be very, they will create a lot of chaos. Trust me. If you will be telling the same thing to our Indian community, they will not be. They will be like, okay, it's fine if it is hacked. But then they are having a lot of thing in their mind when it comes to internet. So what I was selling then at that time is nothing but a surety that there will be nothing that will be happening to your computer, your email, your printer, your CPU. So it was nothing. I was selling nothing, guys. Matlab, I was not giving any product. And this was something that I did for just 6 months. So, and they were paying a lot. Trust me, they were paying somewhere around $500 to $800 just on whatever we were telling them. And they were having a faith on us, and we were giving them a surety that we will be taking care of your stuff from now. Okay. Right. So what I understood from this job of mine, that you can sell anything. Okay. You just need to have a right approach, right process. You can sell anything, or you can sell nothing as well. The other person will buy it. Right. And then after 6 months, I joined this uh, wonderful startup of an edtech company as an associate. When I came from the North India to West India, I shifted myself to Pune. It was a whole new city for me. And I was, interacting with all the Marathi people, though I'm not very much aware of what Marathi after 5 years also. At that time, was not aware at all. So what we used to do, I'll tell you about my profile. We used to call the clients, we used to arrange meetings, and we used to sell them the product right, on spot. That means I came to meet you and I'm selling you my product. So these are the few things that I found that you should know if you're going in this segment, or maybe in it will be always helpful for you. So what are the necessary points when I talk about an on-spot closure? First of all, we need to do customer segmentation. For example, if we are having two clients, one is a businessman, one is a government job officer or an army officer, uh, then these both clients are different and we need to follow different process to make a closure to them. Guys, can I expect some emojis if you are understanding, or anyone of you can unmute yourself? Yeah. Paras, Isha, Siddharth, Abhishek, Vaibhavi, Akash. Okay. Okay. So customer segmentation is one of the most important factor when you talk about an on-spot closure. Post that, rapport building. Now, guys, this is helpful just not in sales, but throughout our whole life. When we talk to someone, we should build a good rapport. How we can build a good rapport? First of all, it's very important to dress good, dress nicely, dress professionally, and to sound good. Your choice of words has to be very accurate and impressive. Okay. So rapport building is a very important factor. And you will not believe we do this with everyone. When you go and meet new bunch of people, you try to show them, yeah, I'm somehow good in this. I'm good in this. And so we are already doing it. But are we following it with 100% accuracy? And that I'm not very much sure of. So all of you guys, you can keep this in mind that once in a SEMS webinar, Nirupam met you and he told you that whenever you are meeting a new person, try to create a rapport with them or with a bunch of people. Even we can do it in our friend circle. Even we can do it in your family. It always it always have a good thing when somebody else is thinking good about you. Why you want to create a negative image or something bad about yourself? Do you agree? Dr. Sanjay, Namneet, Akash.
Yes, sir.
Great. So it's a very important aspect when I talk about an on-spot closure. Now, after rapport building, what you try to understand when, for example, I came here to sell a phone. Let's take example of this phone. Okay. So I will try to generate a need to the client. For example, if I'm meeting Shreyanshi, she does not have any phone. We are living in 2008, for example, and she wants to buy a new phone. So what I'll be doing when I'll be meeting her, I'll try to tell the benefits of having a phone or the non-benefits of having not a phone. Like if you're not carrying a phone, then what you're missing exactly. Okay. So this is what we call need generation. When you try to tell the customer that this is something that is really important for you. Okay. Right. And when you're very much sure that now he understood, now Shreyanshi understood that phone is really important part of our life. Then what we do? Then we talk about the options that Shreyanshi is having. Okay, guys. So options like Samsung, Nokia at that time, BlackBerry, Apple, just like that. And my product is Apple. Let's assume that. So what I will be doing as a salesperson, I'll be talking about all the options that the client is having for the product, and I'll start eliminating one by one, all of them. That means, for example, if you're having 5 options and this is your product, then you have to replace and eliminate all the other 4 options while having a conversation with the client. Okay. So this is what we do. And then what? Then we come to our product. And to sell any of the product, you have to trust your product with, blind eyes. Okay. You have to have full knowledge about your product. This is the important thing. And then you have to be very much sure about what your product is and how it is helping others. For that, you need to also use your product. Okay, so product knowledge gives a very good base to create a non-spot closure when you meet a client. Because understand, it's not easy to take out money from someone's pocket, right? It's not an easy task. And we should all feel like if we are doing it, then we are doing a good job. Correct? Yes. Somebody wants to say something? Anyone? I can see some of the comments, the utility and options. Yeah. Okay. We can even utilize this messages option down here. So if you want to say anything, if you're not okay with the, unmuting yourself, you can write it down, all of you.
Yeah, yes, sir. You can continue.
All right. Great. Okay. With that, we were somewhere about on product pitching, where we are presenting our product at the best possible way. Okay. And then there's a point that comes, where we talk about the commercials. Now, you will see 70% of the client, 60% of the client, they are like, when you talk about the money part, they are somehow, disengaging you. They are somehow going away from you. And that is where the quality of the salesperson comes into the picture. When you tell them, you don't get anything free of cost, sir. There's nothing in the whole world that is free other than this air, this wonderful nature, Mother Nature. And we all humans are trying to, we are keeping it dirty. We're keeping the waters, the air, polluting it with some or other way. So that is how we are using something that is free of cost. So you tell them, sir, anything that is coming free of cost to you, you will not value it at all. This is a basic nature of humans. So now coming back to the product. So this will be the quotation. This will be the prices that we will be charging you. And I have some offers available for you. So guys, understand, if you're selling a product, then before selling your product, you need to sell yourself. That means you need to show yourself as you are helping him. By any chance, if you make him see that you are getting benefited after selling the product, then 80% of the client will go here and there, will not pay you amount. Are you getting my point? Mandeep, I want you to turn on the camera because we belong from the same background. I want you to see me while I'm speaking.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can keep it like this. And you can even unmute yourself. We can have a good conversation here. So ultimately, if you are showing him that, sir, my company is already here. It's already the top-notch company of the world, of the industry. We are selling 1,000 units a day in one city only. If you will be taking one, then we are something that we will not be getting that much benefit. It's you who will be getting benefited. So if you will be showing him that, then he'll be talking about the commercials. If you will be giving him a good deal, then guys, then and there, he will be giving you a check. Okay. So why I'm telling you all this, guys, because, 60-70% of the jobs that you're getting, other than the technical backgrounds, other than just like people in MBA, if you are in finance also, if you are in marketing also, if you're in sales also, you have to sell something to someone else in the market. And these are very small requirements to become a good salesperson that I'm sharing here right now. Okay. Now, what kind of selling I have done and how I am telling you all this. So there are a lot of type of sellings that we do, guys. First is direct selling. For example, that I was talking before, when you meet the client, when you present the product and you make a closure on spot. This is what we call direct selling. And there is one more type of sales that we call as inside sales. Okay, Mandeep, where you need not to meet the client at all. You will be just selling over the call.
Yes, sir.
Understand, if you grab that skill where you are selling over the call, that means you can sit somewhere in the beach of Goa, you can dial numbers, you can make closures, and you can
Yes.
earn in lakhs. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
And then there is one more closure strategy that we all are doing right now. That is closures over virtual calls. That is the Zoom call. And this is the next generation and the next future. So I'm very much sure if you are good with communicating, if you are good with your presentation skills, you will be doing amazing when you will be doing sales over virtual calls. Yeah, Dr. Sanjay, please go ahead.
Yeah. So I just wanted to ask you something. You were talking about sales pertaining to tangible products. I would like you to throw light on when we are selling intangible products, for example, financial services, insurance, mutual funds. How is that different from selling tangible products?
Okay. So products like you're talking about insurance and then?
Yeah, mutual funds, any financial products,
All right.
which are basically intangible products.
Understood. That means where we are not giving any product to the client, henceforth
We're
we are
making
making
assurances,
investment. Yes,
some assurances. We are making some promises and assurances.
I understood. Understood. We will
Yeah.
definitely talk about this. So what I feel when I see people selling insurances, mutual funds, and different kind of investments, when you sell this to a client, That means, first of all, you have to do a lot of dream selling in this. With dream selling, you have to make him fear regarding few things. For example, if I talk about selling an insurance, the best companies in the whole market of India, they are like, sir, what are you doing today? I'm telling you about their pitch. Okay, guys, you can, it will be really interesting for you all to know this. So as soon as the client says, I'm driving bike or I'm driving my car, the salesperson says that, so do you have insurance of your car? He says, yes, I do have insurance. So for example, if you meet with an accident right now, so you do have insurance of a car that is a product, that is just equipment, right? And how do you have insurance for yourself? No. So do you think, how can you think, you coming back if there is an accident or something happens to you? So what they exactly try to do, they are not wrong. Understand, guys, in our country and in the whole world, there are a lot of accidents happening here and there. So they are not wrong. They just want you to see the other side of the picture. What if this happened? And then if you think about it, you start think about like, what if it happens? It's a very negative thought. We should not talk about this. But then when we start thinking about the same vision that the salesperson is giving us, and he start pitching, then we feel like, no, he's not wrong, he's right. And any person, trust me, who's selling an insurance, it's not an easy job, because you're selling nothing. You're just giving an assurity. In mutual funds, in SIP, still, you are cracking a deal because you will be getting something back in return. So these two things, very, very important when we are selling tangible services. First one is to create the fear to the client that what if this happens? And second one is dream selling. Okay. Sounds good. Dr. Sanjay?
Yes.
Great. Okay. So now we will be talking more about, our secondary goal that we came here approx. It's for work-life balance. And trust me, 70% of the people working in IT, including working in IT and other segments, sales majorly, they are not having a very good work-life balance. And what do we understand by a good work-life balance? It's like going to a job, finishing our work properly, doing all this stuff by our own, and doing great in our job, and then coming home, then relaxing, having a good time with the family. So this is the basic idea behind a good work-life balance. But people should not expect it 100%. This is just a dream that everyone looks for. But it does not happen much, and we should not expect that as well. But how can we conclude, or how can we put our inputs for a better good life, work-life balance? So I have few points that I would like to share with you all. This will be definitely helpful for you, in your future professional life. Yeah. Shabaluk, please continue. Please saying something.
Sir, if there is no face-to-face interaction while you are selling a product, so how can you say that, see, first impression is the best impression before you sell the product. Of course, you have loads of knowledge regarding your product and the pros and cons of your product. Without face-to-face conversation, how can we trust that person, whether it's a real or fake company? So how to tackle this kind of situations?
All right. So now I'll tell you, it's a very good question, first of all. So I would like to add a point here. So when we are introducing ourselves over the call, so we don't go and meet the client directly. We
Yes.
fix an appointment with them, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So what is the exact process that the other person who is talking to me should not feel like I'm calling from a fraud company or not from a legit company? So how we can do things, I'll tell you. So
Yeah.
over the call, we should always start and sound very professional. I know that I'm talking to a, uneducated middle class person who's a businessman, you know, but I will start with a very professional tone to all of my clients, maybe in English. Okay. And then before introducing myself, I will introduce my company, and I will make sure that the other person who is the client, he knows the company that I'm calling from. And if he is not, then I'll let him know about the things. For example, if my company is of selling uh, any product, we can consider it a bottle, maybe a bottle. Okay,
Okay.
bottles we are selling. So what we can do when we are calling the client, we are behaving very professionally. We are asking him, is this the good time to talk, Dr. Sanjay? So he's like, yeah, you can proceed. So I'm calling from this company. And you explain about the company. This company was founded in 2017. I'm very much sure you must have heard the name, but you would not have remembered this. This is a startup we did in Bangalore. Now we
Yes.
have 20 cities where we are capturing the market. We have more than 20,000 clients. Okay. We are planning to grow
Yes.
globally as well. So, sir, my name is Nirupam Pathak, and I'm calling you in regards to your inquiry that you made on my website, or we got an inquiry from you. So, do you have a requirement of this product? Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So it's very important. See, I'll definitely do a repo building for myself. When I was in EdTech, trust me, before selling anything, I used to teach the kids. I used to, tell them that my math skills and all that stuff that I have accomplished in my life. So
Yes.
present your company, talk about your company, and 90% of the clients I am taking it as they are not aware about your company. So you tell them that is how your work is. So every salesperson comes up with two job roles. One
Okay.
is selling, and second one is telemarketing.
Okay.
That means if you're calling 100 clients, if you're connected to say 90, you're selling to just 5 people. But then you are making them aware about the company and the product to rest 85,
Yes.
right? And then those 85 are your prospects. Now they know about your company. So maybe not now, maybe not the next week, but six
Yeah.
months down the
After
line,
some
they
time.
will be your
Yeah.
client. Yes. So a salesperson always comes up with two rules: telemarketing and making sales, making revenue. Yes,
Yes.
Dr. Sanjay.
Thank you.
Dr. Sanjay, I can see your hand raise up. Is there anything that you want to add? Okay, we can ignore it. Okay. So now we were talking about our work-life balance. Okay. And including the sales part that we were talking about. So it's just not B2C. People are like they are always willing to enter B2B market, just like I did. So I was in associate with this edtech company for 18 months straight. So what I was doing, I was traveling throughout the whole day and night, not the 7 days a week, but we used to call the clients and fix up meetings on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Okay. These 3 days we were calling the clients from office. We are fixing the meetings. Just like if I'm calling the client, he's not aware about the company. I'm saying, okay, sir, we will talk in the evening. First, I will send you my catalog and my brochure. You get to know about my company and then we will speak. This is also a good way to tackle a new client. Okay, right? You're calling them in the evening. You are telling them about the product, about the vision behind the meeting, how we will be giving benefits to you, and then you fix up a meeting. So then on Friday night, I used to leave my office city, that is Pune, and I used to travel to any one of the cities in Maharashtra. So that is where I got an opportunity to, explore each and every part of Maharashtra, even the smaller cities. So now you're traveling on Friday night, you're reaching there on Saturday morning. And then since Saturday morning to Monday evening, 3 days you are spending in a different city, staying in a hotel, going here and there on a cab, and then doing meetings and bringing revenue for the company. And then on Monday, you take a bus again, you come back to your original city, that is Pune. And then on Wednesday, you again go to office. So this is what I did for 18 months, guys. And trust me, it is so, according to you, you must be thinking it's so hectic job that Nirupam has done. But it was a really good experience. Amazing. My life was never on pause. I was always on toes. And I loved it. Meeting people, closing clients. I even met few people, even a lot of people, I would say. 70% of the people I met, they were not earning that much. They were what we call it low potential clients. Okay. There's a family of 4 people where the father is only the earning source and he's earning somewhere around 20,000, 15,000. And I have also met people who are earning in lakhs and they are not buying the product. And the person who is not earning anything, he is willing to buy the product. So that's where I learned that it's not like the one who is having money will buy the product. It's the one who understands the concept behind the product will buy the product. Doesn't matter if he's having the money or not. Okay. One thing that I found common in all the people that I meet, all the people, including the educated, not educated, semi-educated, moderate educated, low potential, high potential, businessman, serviceman, all the people. While I was working in EdTech, so I understood all of them want their child to progress. All of them. Okay. Now the one who is not educated, understand, the one who is not educated, that means he wants it more for his child because he has not seen that phase of life and he wants his child to see that. So this happens with a lot of people. You must have experienced this because parents are something that gives their all for their kids. And I will share you one of the experience where I met the client. There was not even a chair in their home. I gave the presentation. I was like not giving a presentation, but I was helping the kid because the kid was very poor. When I sat there, I prepared my mindset that Nirupam, you will not make a sale here. I don't want to make a sale here. The guys are really, poor or something like that. Okay. So I was just helping the kid. That is how you enjoy your job because it's not always about the targets. It's about the mind stability and what I say. You should be happy with your mind as well that you helped someone today. So I was just teaching the kid. I was teaching him all the shortcuts for addition, multiplication, subtraction. The father was sitting right next to me. He did not spoke even a single word because he was somehow afraid that this guy, he doesn't know Marathi. He was not very much sure if he could speak good Hindi or not. And then in the end, he asked me about the prices. I told him, sir, not a problem. You just continue with your kid. I remember his name, Atharv. You just ask Atharv to do self-learning. He does not need anything else. Just ask him to do self-learning. And I left the place. You will not imagine, guys, what happened next. He called me and he said, sir, please come back. Please come back. I said, all right, sir. I was like, I don't know what happened, why he's calling me back. I drove back again for 10, 12 kilometers. Then he was having the cash handy with him. He was saying, sir, what is the amount that you will charge me for this product? And it was somewhere around 90,000. I told him, sir, this will be the amount, but are you sure you want to pay this? He said, yes, I want my kid to be like you. And when he said it, my heart was melted. And then I suggested him, sir, don't go for a 5 year course, go for a 2 year course. Don't invest 90,000, invest 40,000. Are you understanding my point, guys? I was not there. I didn't went there to sell the product. I was just helping the kid. Okay. So this all came when you are on the field. You will meet a lot of people. You will enjoy a lot. You will see a lot of different mindset, right? Different priorities, right? But for us, it's just not B2C. I would like to tell you about B2B as well. That is business to business, where you are not meeting the clients. You are meeting like from a scope, from a source of business to a source of business. For example, you have a requirement of selling, they have a requirement of the product. Okay. So there you just require few things. You have to be very much confident. You have to be aware about the product. You need not to do dream selling to them. You just have to maintain a relation with them. That we call it as professional relation. Okay. Where you are just whenever you are around them, you're giving them a good vibe, right? You are talking to them in a very nice way, in a very good gesture. That will, if you are doing this, just for doing this, your company will pay you good amount. You're not selling anything. You're just maintaining a relation between your company and that company. Okay. You're just maintaining a relation with them. They know about your product. They like your product. But then that company is not going to any other vendor just because of you, because you are maintaining a relation with them. All right. So yeah, these are the few points, that I added here. So for a good work-life balance, guys, first of all, like I did, you also do the same thing. Find a job that you love. Yes, Dr. Sanjay. Please, are you? Yeah.
I would just like to say something.
Yeah.
It's not something that I'm complimenting you. Over the years of teaching which I've done, and I'm a professor with Guru Gobind Singh in the Prasthana University, Delhi.
Okay.
Right. So I found that your talk is very interesting and very practical. Right. You're not giving some bookish knowledge. And so I found it very interesting. In fact, I have attended so many webinars, but I would say that your speaking is, or whatever you're speaking is, I think, one of the best.
Really obliged, Dr. Sanjay. It's a really great compliment that you gave me. And first of all, I would like to add, this is my first webinar, guys, that I am doing. I was very nervous during the initial time. But then I would love if, I could see you or most of you. But then it's going good. So yeah. And thank you, Dr. Sanjay.
Yeah, it's my pleasure, sir.
Mr. Siddharth, your hand is raised. Please tell me.
So it was the perfect seminar, sir.
Okay.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, Siddharth.
Okay. So, sir, I just wanted to ask a question. Like right now, you were telling that how we need to build a relationship between the customer and the organization that we are working for, right?
Right. Okay, right.
Whether the customer or a business, B2C or B2B, right?
Right.
But what about if I'm trying to develop my own business, sir? And there are a lot of business that do not need a salesman to do their sales. They prefer having a channel partner who can do their distribution. Right?
Okay. Yeah. Understood.
So how we develop that part of the business, sir? Because B2B and B2C is the ground level of the sales. But when you come to a small market, let's take a company like you were telling about EdTech organizations. They usually hire people who do their sales. But many organizations such as Colgate or basic Pampers and those type of company, they actually link a channel partner who help them with their distribution.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
So how can we develop such kind of businesses, sir? Or either how can we make our own product and be competitive in the market by developing our sales?
Understood.
For our own product.
All right. So Siddharth,
Okay.
I would like to add few points here. Okay. Maybe you can find a solution in one of the points. So first of all, if you're building your own market for a product, you should know about the product. That is very much required. You should know about the market where you are entering in. For example, guys, I'll tell you about this new companies that are working in European market, Australian market, UK market. They are into market research. For example, if I am planning to make a market of say tables, wooden tables, okay, so those companies or market research will give me a data that Nirupam in Pune, this is the requirement, this is the average ticket value for the wooden tables that are selling, okay, in Mumbai this is the market and this is the average ticket size and all this stuff, what was sold in 2021, 2022, what is the requirement, what is the capacity of expenditure, everything. So Siddharth, I would like to tell you that first of all, you should know the market. With knowing the market, you should know the competitor. Okay. While you are already aware about the competitor, you should also know the price that they are selling the product on. Okay. Now, when you are entering a market, first of all, you should be a bit different from the other competitors that you are having. It should be in the quality of product, or it could be in the price. Like you can start with a lower price, or there are a lot of companies, trust me, they start with a more price so that they can create a, there is a question in the customer's mind why he's charging 10x for something that other companies are charging 2x, right? Why he's charging 100 rupees for a product that is in the market of 20 rupees? And then again, you get a lot of attention from a lot of customers. So you have to be different, whether it is the quality, whether it is the price, or whether it is the services. So now when you are building the market, so you are meeting the clients. For example, you have closed one of the deals. Okay. Now you have to treat that client with that mindset that he is my lifetime client. You have to be always, good in services. You have to always be behind him. You have to always be behaving him like he is very important to you. So, and then from there, from 1, you will go to 10, from 10, you will go to 100. Never, a lot of companies, I have observed this, they go from 10 to 100 just like in a fraction of a second. But then from 100 to 1000, they cannot go. Why? Because they don't know how to handle 100 people. Okay. So Siddharth, these are the few points. You can unmute. You are about to say something. Siddharth, is it okay? What I told you?
Yeah, sir. Thank you. Thank you for the points.
Yeah. So you can consider the bullet points. That is, know about the market, know about the competitors, and believe in giving services to your client at the best. Great.
Sure, sir. I will try my level best.
So guys, few points just you would like to, we will be ending this session very soon. So few points that I would like to make you aware of for a good work-life balance. Find a job that you love. If that can happen, nothing can be better than this. Secondary, prioritize your health rather than anything else in the whole world. Always believe in this. My health is my everything. Okay. Don't be afraid to unplug. For example, you're living a fast life, you're going here and there, you are always occupied with family or with friends or in your work life. So don't be afraid to unplug yourself. Take some time in a week, sit alone, do what you want to do. Keep these mobile phones, these accessories away from yourself. Sit alone. It's very important to unplug yourself. Fourth, my favorite, take a vacation, go somewhere and explore these beautiful places in our country and in the world. Make time for yourself and your near and dear ones. Very important. Set boundaries and working hours. Okay. For example, if one day you're working till 10 p.m., then your manager will definitely expect that Mandeep can work for me till 10:30 in the next week.
Yes, sir.
He will be creating that image for you. So always set your working hours. Do not hesitate to say no. Okay. Say no, sir, I don't want to work. Do not hesitate with the full confidence. This will also generate, a good work-life balance. One more important point, have a good communication with your leader. Always have a good communication. But it is very important, guys. I want all of you to note this, but do not get in personal communication or conversation. It really does not have a good conclusion in the end. Maintain that professional and personal life between your leader, and they will try to do it. They will try to come and ask you what is going in your personal life, right? And then they, in the end, they will be using it not in a good way. And these are two different things. Do not try to find friends in your office. Always behave professionally. I believe friends are made in our colleges, in our schools, and if they are meant to be our friend, they will be. It doesn't matter if we are connected professionally or not, right? Let go perfectionism. I mean, you're not perfect. Always believe if you're doing something wrong, do not cover it up with anything, any other statement. Okay, Mandeep, if I am wrong,
Yes,
I'll
sir.
say, yes, I am wrong. Please excuse me, or I'll not do it again. Always be ready for it. Exercises and meditation. If you are doing it in working hours, that is also good. 15 minutes. If you are doing it other than that, will be very good point for your work-life balance. Set your priorities. You can have a copy of for yourself, a page where you're writing your priorities. My career, my mother, my father, my loving partner, my this, my friend. You will be always clear key what I have to do next, because you have your priorities in front of you. It is mentioned directly. If some friend of yours, friend's friend who is not very much close to you, is calling you asking for a vacation, now you know that he's not even my friend. I want to prioritize my career or my official presentation first. Okay. It will never lead to any confusion. Start small and build from there. Okay. Always believe in that. So a few points that, definitely gonna help you guys. And trust me, there are a lot of harmful effects of an unbalanced job work life. There are a lot of harmful effects. You will be never happy when you will be coming to your home. You will be always thinking about your work if you are on your vacation also. Okay. You always need someone or other to assign some work or get involved in anything. So always keep these two things differently. Why? Because we have seen this time where companies like Google, Amazon, Facebook, multiple companies, they are firing like anything. Yesterday, there is company called Mishu. Anyone of you are aware about this? This company laid off around 80% of their employees. Okay. So we cannot be reliable on the company. Company is just a part of our life. We do not have to love our company. Never do it. Okay. Love your job. Don't love your company. Love your work. When you will go to next company, the work will be with you, but the company will be not with you. All right. So this is that's it from my end, guys. I am just writing my few details here. So I really want you to get connected to me over my LinkedIn profile. And I'm writing my email as well. If anybody wants to ask me anything or discuss on any of the topics, maybe in future we can plan something. If you are into entrepreneurship, if you are into, if you're having good ideas, if you want my inputs, then we can get connected here. Can you see my SMS message here on the chat box?
Yes,
Shan?
sir, it's visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Great. And at the end, I would like to thank Shreyanshi for giving me this wonderful opportunity to interact with you wonderful people. Dr. Sanjay, really thank you for your compliment and thank you for giving me your time. Sakshi, whom I met initially in the morning, thank you for organizing this wonderful meeting. and all the people sitting here listening to me and making me feel good. Thank you for all. Thank you for that. Yeah.
Sir,
Yes, Mandeep.
so you have said good points. Are main point is say no to people is too difficult, sir.
Okay. This is what you think.
Yes, sir.
It's very easy. Saying no, it's very easy.
We are very initial session.
Your voice is cracking a bit. So Mandeep, yeah, Shepelo, please continue.
Thank you, sir.
I'm really sorry, but Shebolo, your voice is cracking a lot. So Mandeep, yeah. Mandeep, I'll just answer your question. Saying no is not easy, but then, as I said initially when I started the meeting, you don't have to be great to start. You have to start to be great. So you start saying no,
Yes, sir.
then you'll come in a habit. When you don't like it, you don't do it. When
Yes.
you don't want to do it, you don't do it. Right? So I hope, guys, I'll find some LinkedIn request on my LinkedIn profile, or my number is also here. So we can connect over there as well. You will find me here 24/7. That's it. Anything else from anyone? And that's it from my end, Shreyanshi. You can conclude it further.
That was a very wonderful knowledge shared by you, sir. And definitely, by the response, we can see that our audience learned a lot and they quite enjoyed the session too. Once again, I would like to thank you for sharing your experience and your precious time and knowledge with us. Um, Now, I would like to request everyone to turn on their cameras for a snapshot. Please, everyone, just turn on their cameras for a minute so we can take a snapshot.
Isha, Namni, Tanurada, Ashish, Anshu, Chi, Anjali.
Thank you everyone for attending today's webinar. If you have any additional question, you can contact us by email or telephone. We are happy to provide you additional support to you. Feedback link should be there in the chat box. Please fill it within the 6 hours. Thank you so much for cooperating. So stay connected with us for new learnings. I, Shanshi Rai, your host of the day, is signing off. Have a wonderful day. Thank you everyone for joining us.